Hello, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of Talking Indie Mayhem. I'm Madilynn Dale, your host for the evening, and we've got a great group of people to chat with. Also, bear with me. Hopefully, my mic doesn't go out like it did during the show. It's also 110 degrees here in Oklahoma tonight, guys. But first, I'm going to ring up. We're going to chat with me and Charity. And then we've also got a special guest for you guys to chat with tonight. So let's go ahead and bring them in. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
So to start off with, I'm going to have y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves. And Anita's our special guest tonight, guys. She was on a special episode of Indie Mayhem, and she gets to join us for this craziness. So who wants to go first?
Oh, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'm Anita Stewart, right under AF Stewart. I'm here because I'm technically stalking the show and everyone's afraid of me. And I write horror novels and dark fantasy and all sorts of stuff. And I was actually on 2 episodes, so that's me.
I'm Charity Ayers. I write fantasy, science fiction, horror, a little bit of everything. I am a Three Ravens Publishing author. I'm a teacher, a professor. Right now I'm teaching a kids' summer camp, so there's a lot going on.
Yeah. So this is Anita's question first. Anita, what did you think of the finale?
Okay, I laughed through the whole thing, and also I think the subtitle could be Maddie loses it through the entire show.
I did. I laughed way too hard during that. I think Charity did too. So
Yeah. Subtitle: Maddie and Charity lose it in laughter.
yes. Oh my gosh, it was fun picking on the guys, I have to admit. So yeah, Charity, did you have a favorite thing from the craziness of the episode?
Oh my gosh, there were so many inappropriate responses throughout that there were points that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to hide. This is insane. Because I do teach high schoolers. So I'm like terrified at some point that one of them is gonna see something and be like, oh my gosh, that's my teacher. My teacher said that. And she's talking about what? So
I mean, maybe they won't. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
It definitely got a little crazy out of hand. So, but not in a terrible way. So, yeah. Ron's going to pick at you till like eternity. So, I feel like although like Ron and RJ are up there in age, they can really bring in the kids' spirit with all of this craziness. So, yeah.
I have to say, I'm gonna kind of miss this a little bit. I mean, this is the 3rd episode I got to be on, so that was a lot of fun. I will definitely miss RJ. I mean,
RJ.
Yeah, but the real question: will you miss the Velveeta?
Oh my gosh, I about that forever. So.
Oh. That's probably going to make an appearance on like future shows too, knowing like how Ron and RJ are with things. Oh my gosh. And then too, like I want to see some of these books they keep asking us to help name. Like, hopefully that's a work in progress and they're going to show us something from that.
Well, I mean, obviously Ron is at some point going to put out a cookbook that uses Velveeta and Miracle Whip, and any other fake food that he can possibly think of trying to
Don't forget Spam.
Oh,
yes, the Spam.
I don't know, Spam I could almost feasibly be okay with, but the other ones, not so much.
Can't do Spam.
I still say you have not lived until you've eaten a Spam sandwich with Velveeta and Miracle Whip. I'm just saying.
Ooh, that's a lot. I don't know how my stomach would handle that.
On toast. It has to be on toast.
Ooh,
buttered toast.
That's a lot.
Well, at that point, you might as well put it on French toast because it's just going to be awful no matter what.
Maybe the French toast would add some sweetness.
Well, yeah, it would be the one redeeming factor of the whole thing.
Oh, let's play a fun little clip real quick.
I'm writing my autobiography titled A Smart, Attractive, Humble Man's Journey to Greatness. I want to be polite and mention RJ, but not so much that it takes anything away from me. How can I mention him with a subtle dig that will insult him just enough to keep all of the attention on myself? Easy.
You have a lot to work
All right.
with here.
So, I really thought all of you would have like at least a half a dozen insults about RJ
All right, Maddie.
in your pocket.
You got something.
The Secret Life of Ron and RJ.
Nope. All right.
All right.
I have one.
Wait, David's got one.
You could intentionally call him by the wrong first name every single time you mention him, which is a superb insult.
That is nice. Subtle.
And everyone else does it as well because no one can remember his first name.
Listen, Greg. It's your question now. Thank you. Point for David, though.
Crazy. It's always easier to come up with stuff towards Rod than it was RJ. RJ is too sweet, guys, I think.
I know. RJ, we're like, no, don't pick on RJ. Leave RJ alone. But then Ron comes on and is like, look. Wait, no.
Wouldn't you agree, Anita?
I'm no comment on any of that. I came up with an insult in my head, so
Oh, let's hear it. Let's.
Oh, yeah. Now you've got to share
hear
it.
yeah, refer to RJ as Ron needs to refer to RJ as his little sidekick.
I like it.
Subtle and insulting at the same time.
Yes, definitely.
That would be good. And then RJ has a question about bad mouthing French toast. I don't know which one of us he's referring to.
I don't think any of us really badmouth French toast so much as you might as well throw a very odd toast in with the spam Velveeta and
Wonder Bread.
oh, it should be Wonder Bread. Yeah, because it's a wonder anyone would eat that sandwich. Yeah.
And then Anita, that's a keeper. They liked your title thing. And then gets the daggers.
Well, that is my favorite weapon.
Yes. Could teach them some moves. So, with this being the end of the season, how do you feel like the show has changed with you guys being on multiple episodes? Like, what's the biggest thing you saw that changed?
There were no old people questions when I was on.
It's true. Yours was like all the really young questions. Like, I was like, why didn't I get those questions?
Yeah,
So-
and I'm going, why didn't I get Maddie's question?
Yes.
It's like I knew the answers to Maddie's questions.
Yes. Charity, what did you think overall? Like seeing everything from start to like here.
Well, I will say in the beginning, Ron was nicer. And then after a while, it just got to be a whole lot of insults and pointed digs. You know, it was like, oh, wait, here's Charity again. Let me see if I can make her uncomfortable by asking about significant others and, you know. So, yeah, or throwing in the Belzania. Yeah, no.
I just want to explain a couple of things. It's to educate you.
No, I don't need any education.
We're only nice at the beginning to suck you in. And then when you're coming back, it's like, we don't need to bother anymore.
Yeah,
They are good at that.
point. Well, and that's the same. After the first episode, I didn't have to be nice to you anymore. So-
You don't have to be, that's the great thing. You don't have to be nice to us ever. You know, I should put that in the training. You don't
Yeah.
have to be
There you go.
nice to us.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That's true.
Yeah.
And just don't be nice.
All right. See you guys later.
Oh.
The random pop-ins. I feel like RJ needs to pop in and add on to that now. I'm just I don't know if you got anything.
Anytime he pops in and mine still stays up there, I'm kind of surprised.
Yay. RJ.
Hey, it's RJ. See, we like
I was
you.
trying to add myself, and the button said remove, and I'm just looking at it. And no, I think what Ron said is correct. You don't need to be nice to us, and people feel they should be nice to me because I seem like a nice guy. But you remember Bill Cosby, right?
It's true.
No, I'm a monster, really.
Hopefully you're not like Bill Cosby though.
No, I'm all kinds of monster. I have to drown a kitten each night before I sleep, or I just lay awake all night, and yeah.
Very convincing,
that.
RJ.
That's
Is that before or after like the smoking crack? I mean, is it like
well,
do you do
crack
that?
keeps
Is that
me up.
part of the smoking crack ritual, or is that
Crack is more for mornings because I
Okay.
can't get it together to make a cup of coffee unless I smoke a little crack. Otherwise, I mean, it's all a haze.
of course?
Yeah.
I understand.
Nice. Well, guys, any other thoughts about the show, about what you want to see in the future from the show?
I finally predicted a winner.
Yeah!
I mean, those little polls that you guys used to have in the beginning there in the live stream, I always clicked on them, never picked a winner. You guys asked last week who you thought was winning. I picked David. First time.
Yay! It was a good call. Well, guys, I appreciate you hopping on tonight. We're going to go ahead and move forward and pull up David, the ultimate winner, the underdog that came back. So it's crazy. Thank you guys again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys, we are going to bring in our winner from Wintertown. David!
Hello there.
So, you were like the ultimate underdog coming back from the very start of like the very beginning of the season where you lost, and now you've like overall come back and kicked everybody's butt.
That's right. I'm like the Karate Kid.
Yes. How do you feel about it all? Like
Quite tired.
I believe it because it's super late where you are. I forget about that. Like,
No, good. It was good. It was great fun. It was funny watching it kind of change as from the first round. Yeah. Well, I tried to look the same as if it was just done just before, but I also trimmed my beard since I was last on as well. So
it's a lucky color.
Thanks. It was good. It was funny just to see how it changed from the first episode that we were on to what it is, because Ron did get a lot meaner as it went on.
He's shaking his head in the background right now. So, I mean, I feel like they really figured it out. We were their test subjects to begin with, and just like, yeah.
Right, and Ron does like test subjects, and apparently so does RJ as well.
Yeah.
Comparing himself to Bill Crosby, which is probably the most shocking thing that's happened in this season of Indie Mayhem.
Yeah, I still think RJ's too nice. So he's like they balance each other out. I feel like on the show, it's like good cop, bad cop scenario thing.
Right.
So RJ's the good cop, Ron's the bad cop.
Yes, yeah, and Ron definitely needs balancing out. I think.
Yes, he does. Oh. So, do you have any favorite questions from the show?
Any favorite questions? Ron kept on asking like questions about divorce quite a lot because I think he kept on trying to find out about like my marital status quite a bit, which was quite kind of interesting and flattering as well. And he was quite saddened when I told him off air that I was married. But I kind of liked I liked a lot of I liked a lot of the ones where Ron and RJ are writing a book and about something just utterly bizarre, because like part of me believes it as well that they actually are writing all of those books, or they're looking to kind of like can someone think of a really good title for this and we'll just write it.
Yes, I feel like the deer one is really going to happen with the garden, everything garden related. But I'm going to play this fun little clip because it's a good one. Actually, there's so many good ones.
Did someone do better than David?
My guess is no, but let's see what happens. Madilynn.
Not getting the laundry done all the time, but I mean, when you run out of clothes, you have to walk around naked.
I like the naked talk, but the rest of the answer was long.
Yeah, I
Really
think
long.
I gotta give it to David.
Well,
Next time, start with naked. That's my advice.
Yeah, then we won't hear anything else.
All right. I've already told you all how much I love Spam and Velveeta.
Not the one I thought, but here's another one.
The
Just
Catholic
remember-
Church has gotten a lot of bad press for the last many years about all the raping of little boys. What new advertising slogan can make the public forget about all of that unpleasantness and help the Catholic Church get back to the business of making money? David.
A new slogan: the Catholic Church, it isn't just for pedos.
Yeah, I can see
I
that
mean,
on a bus.
It sounds true, but I don't know if it helps people move past. Like does anybody else have one? Because I was thinking more. Okay, Madilynn.
Jesus is where your wallet is.
I like it.
I'd say a point for her.
I don't understand it, but I'm going to
Charity?
point down because it
Now
makes me like
sponsored
it.
by the Boy Scouts of America.
Oh, subtle. I like that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
something along the lines of really straightforward. Like we don't rape boys anymore.
Hardly all. Hardly at all.
Come back to church.
But do they? I felt like you threw us for a loop on this one. Sorry, I have a very upset child in the background. He's very tired. So
That's kids. Yeah, that was they did think I was short for some reason. I don't think I look very short on camera either, but that's
yeah.
That was an interesting question. That one, it was unexpected anyway. Yeah.
Oh, they are real! Yay! Yay! And there's so many like good ones. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna play another one. Let's see. Oh gosh.
All right, that wasn't even in the show, right? That was a cut question.
Was
right?
it?
Yeah, isn't that right? Is RJ around? There we
I
are.
believe so. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
this is
Well,
an
guys,
odd mix
surprise!
and match
There's a cut question.
That one
of the clips because there was so much we cut. There was so much good
That's
stuff
what
in
I'm saying.
this
There's
one.
so many good.
we have to
clips.
say though, we
It's
also
painful.
cut 2 commercial breaks so
It's
that we
true.
could have more show, and we still couldn't get this one in.
Yes.
Although I particularly like Charity's reaction to it playing, which, if I may, I'm not a professional actor, but it was this.
Yeah, kind of like that. Y'all at home can't see her. We
No,
can see
but-
her in the
but
bottom of the
I-
screen here.
I believe
And,
I
she's
brought
flipping
her to
Ron
life
off now.
in that. She does that a lot.
And now she's
Um,
taking all her clothes off. Charity, no.
You
Show some
guys.
respect for yourself.
This is what's really
Teachers.
happening right now, guys. Let's play another clip.
Okay.
Oh, I lost it.
All right. Well, good. People, especially women people, like to say that babies smell wonderful. What product can we create that smells like babies?
David.
Miracle Whip, I guess. I don't know what it is.
He's kidding, but that would work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that was-
baby flavored Miracle Whip.
Oh, baby flavored. We should just
I
start
like
a
it.
business selling baby flavored everything.
Yeah, chocolate
Baby.
bar, bath soap.
Velveeta.
Yeah. All right.
I just want to point out, me and Charity both are just like, oh Lord, and you were like going for it. I was just like, oh, and throwing it back to the Miracle Whip. Oh my
I
God.
still don't really know what Miracle Whip is, but the funny thing is, since that was recorded, I keep seeing it like on the internet all the time, like articles about Miracle Whip and people mentioning it. I think it's mayonnaise, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's basically mayonnaise, but not the like real mayo. It's like,
A miracle
Another-
version.
yeah, there you go.
Right.
Because they
What's some-
always
what's-
like ask for either real, like whenever waiting at tables, it was like, do you want real mayo on your burger or the Miracle Whip? And I'm like, I want real
Okay.
mayo. So
So the miraculous thing about it is that it's fake. It's
pretty
like,
much.
wow.
Ron loves it though, so it's like Miracle Whip and Velveeta and Spam. So, oh, let's see what we've got. Here is another. Oh, so many good ones. Like that one. Let's see.
Science fiction author Spider Robinson wrote, "I'm unusually lazy, even for a writer, so I declined to take offense even when offered some. Because the thing is, when you're offended, you're supposed to do something about it. What are you proud to be lazy of?"
Not a very proud bunch. Just say, David.
Being proud, clearly, because I can't think of a single thing that I'm proud of being lazy about.
Did someone do better than David?
My guess is no, but let's see what happens. Madilynn.
Not getting the laundry done all the time, but I mean, when you run out of clothes, you run out of clothes, and you have to walk around naked.
I like the naked talk, but the rest of the answer was long.
Yeah,
Really
I
long.
gotta give it to David.
Well,
Next time, start with naked. That's my advice.
Yeah, then we won't hear anything else.
I feel like that one was probably another one that was cut because it led into the
Yeah,
one
there was
we were
quite
talking about.
there's quite a lot of naked talk.
Yeah. It was like the theme of this show, it seems like.
But it was all coming from you as well, which was
The
Yeah.
spot writer. Oh, and here's a good one. Oh, wait. RJ's got input.
I am sorry, Maddie, that I let you carry the burden of the naked talk. I did used to live in a clothing optional commune in my youth.
That's kind of cool, RJ.
I know. I had hoped that my children would think it was cooler than they did when they got to be young adults and they found that out about me. And they're like, that's Dad. He's weird.
Yeah. You know, it happens. I mean, you really write some good stories about that. And it kind of leads into this fun other clip I'm going to play real quick. So,
Tell us how you. Okay, sorry. Tell us how you met your current spouse in 5 words or less. Unless you are all alone right now, in which case, please just sit there and think about your life choices.
Madilynn?
he was my boss.
Oh my gosh.
True story.
True and hilarious. Nice.
God, he's going to hate me for sharing that.
You can tell that Charity is thinking about her life choices because she looked at you. Just angry.
Did he threaten to fire you?
Negative.
Okay.
All right. Did you get?
I made the first move. So.
Yeah, did you get a raise at least?
oh, RJ.
Junior high all over again.
Yeah.
That was great. David Green.
Okay, 5 words exactly. Designated driver. She was drunk.
Ooh.
Nice. Awful.
Okay. So you took advantage of
No, she also made the first move. Actually, I was just minding my
Took
own business.
advantage of him.
As a drunk person, that yeah.
all right.
You know what drunk people?
We cut it off early. Okay, David, story time. More on your story, and then I'll have to share mine.
Yeah, because I did not make the first move at all. I find
You would pop it in here.
We just
Yeah,
don't want to
I-
miss a moment of these stories.
Yeah, I find drunken people like terrifying generally, especially if I'm not drunk, because they're just so unpredictable. You never know what they're going to do. So I was kind of just like, kind of just terrified, and just was like, yeah, just. And she just basically like kidnapped me for the rest of the night, and until the next morning, basically, and then that was it. Now we have a child.
Like, you're
What
mine.
was it like for her to wake up horrified and pregnant and be like, I guess David.
Well, it didn't happen that quickly.
That's too bad because it sounded really impressive.
Right.
Yeah. Also, that first time there was no sleeping either. It was just straight wave, straight until the next day, and then I went home completely sober and very tired.
Subtle break. Very subtle. I really
Yeah.
thought you were going to say that you found drunk people arousing, not
No,
terrifying.
I
Since
don't.
we know how the story ends.
Cool.
No, I'm terrified of drunk people. I just,
And
yeah.
you live in Ireland, so are you
I live in
constantly
Ireland.
terrified?
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm fine if I'm drunk. If I'm drunk as well, it's okay. So I'm constantly terrified or drunk. It's one of the two.
Those are your choices: terrified or drunk.
It sounds like an ad for Ireland.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't
Hey,
it? Yeah.
Ireland's pretty safe though, so I think
Of course,
I'd rather
I'm the
be
only
drunk
one
in
drinking
Ireland
in
than,
this
like,
show.
here.
So.
It's pretty
Oh,
safe.
good enough. I didn't know that.
It's pretty safe, you know. We're also remote from each other. As long as you don't live in Dublin, you're pretty much fine.
Sweet. So
'Cause
my
Ireland's so
story
big.
is my husband was my boss's boss technically, but he was still my boss. And yeah,
Hold on. Did you get permission from your boss to date his boss? Was there
Yeah,
like
did you go to
what's the
HR?
we
process
got
for that? Is
permission
there a
from
form to
his
fill out?
boss, which is also his father. So because we had
It
to have
doesn't-
this big long talk about
It doesn't
dating
sound-
within work.
It doesn't sound like HR was involved in this at all.
Kinda, yeah. So yeah. It's a long story.
So was the first
It
time
sounds
during
funny, though.
your performance review?
No.
That's too bad.
I quit working before we officially announced it to everybody, so
And became a kept woman.
no. I was finishing college, so
Oh yeah, because you were 16 or something at the time because you're a child.
no. I was 20, I think 20, 21, somewhere in there. Yeah. So, David.
I hate to say it, but you took all
Technically
the
an
fun out of this story.
There are some things you cannot say on live. So,
Like what?
Like
I thought I could
just
trick
for
her.
example.
I thought I could trick her. Yeah, it didn't work.
David. So, do you feel like the season was a blast? How do you feel about it? Do you have anything you want to tell these two crazy guys that are on that side?
I think she's redirecting.
I think so. So she's deflecting away from
All right.
the issue.
This is
Play
not
another clip, Maddie.
Day.
Play
Okay.
a clip. Just play a clip.
Under what circumstances is it socially appropriate to eat another person?
David.
Whenever they ask, obviously, depends on what room in the house you're in, and if you have company.
He really turned that around on you.
He did. He did.
That
I think
deserves a point.
I think deserves a point.
Yeah.
We'll
It's odd you
we'll
didn't,
let the other two off on that question.
it's odd you didn't see that coming. So
Yeah.
I feel like these just get worse now.
I know.
Yeah, David very much followed Maddie's lead.
For me, the funny part.
on the
Sorry,
dirtiness. I apologize.
No, I'm stepping over you. For me, the funny part about watching that recorded is I still didn't get it until, I don't know, maybe the very end, maybe till I watched it the next time. I don't know. But I'm just like, well, people are laughing.
Yeah,
That's the
I
important thing.
Yeah, I can't quite believe you actually asked that question, to be honest with you, and expected anything else.
No,
I know
no, it worked out beautifully.
His innocence is adorable.
Yeah.
You know, just the lack of it even crossing his mind that it could be interpreted a different way.
Yeah, he's just kind of smiling and nodding like this. He's like,
He's like just a baby saint.
Just a big toddler.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Crossed with Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
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 Well, David, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to let you drop out and we're going to hear from these two crazy guys for a little bit.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
So, guys.
Madilynn, thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you, Madilynn, for
It's great to be
hosting
here.
this.
Let's
entire
talk about
season's
what
worth
we
of
have to
nonsense.
look forward to now that we've done the first season.
What happened? Was
I
that
didn't
Joe?
do that.
Joe did it.
I
Okay, I was
sense
like,
a
wait.
lurker.
I thought that was
But-
you, Ron. I was like, really?
It was not me. I've been drinking too much. I can't.
I mean, it's a celebratory night. So,
Yes, I think
That
it's
it
a
is.
great accomplishment for all of us.
season one is behind us. We've accomplished
Yeah.
a lot. We've all learned a
I'm-
lot.
Oh my gosh.
We've all
for
survived
sure.
a lot.
Yeah.
The worst part is Joe was right about a bunch of stuff.
Oh
So
God,
he's
don't
become
you hate it?
insufferable. Ugh. Yes, I do hate. I hate it when anybody else is right. Yes.
Wait.
Normally it's my wife, but now Joe too. It's like exhausting.
I'm so glad this is recorded
Gonna
because
mute
you
myself
can
here.
play that back and she will hear you admit that she is right.
Oh my God, I admit it all the time.
Do you really?
All right.
I'm so proud
I'm going to
of
get
you.
the door briefly.
Okay, there's no arguing about it in my marriage. She's right all the time. It's very annoying. If I'm right, it's like a noteworthy event. Like in your face. So,
I
the
can't
7
stand
times
how
that
I
has
do
happened
that.
in the 13 years we've been together, I have cherished those times, but they're very rare. She's really smart. I should have married an idiot. Again.
I was like,
Ooh,
wait.
that was a dig at my ex. No.
Oh gosh.
Although she's not an idiot either.
Ooh, somebody
But-
has Amazon packages. Oh no, wait. Those are not Amazon packages. Oh, they are Amazon packages. Is it book mail? Oh, he can't hear us. Is it book mail, RJ? Oh, you're still muted.
Well, this is going to make the show less interesting if he doesn't figure out he's muted. I think he figured it out.
That is too funny. So, with the show, this being the end, what are some things looking back you guys are going to do differently moving forward?
Well, I'm definitely going to do the show with just one host.
I'm going to hire a company in India to come up with questions.
Oh, that's smart.
Usually it's like 10 o'clock the night before, and I'm like, if I
or
had
2 a.m. the day of.
Yeah.
That's really
Okay,
late.
so seriously, what would we do different? Well, I hope we're going to fix the lighting so that we're not so washed out on the next season.
It wasn't that bad.
And this
There's
last
some
one,
times
it
when
was
it's really bad. Yeah.
just in this last episode, there were 2 lights right overhead, and my wife Shauna had thoughtfully placed pieces of paper over the lights so that we weren't so washed out. And then somebody took those down, and I didn't notice until we were like,
with the 400-watt bulbs that she put in.
They lit
really
you up.
Strong. So,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we need to work on the sound because I could not hear you that last episode. I mean, and it was so weird.
It was.
But I couldn't hear you. And then we have a mic, a nice microphone, and it's right in between the two of us, and yet we are by far the quietest of anybody. So if anybody else talks, we're drowned out, and it should be the opposite. Screw the contestants. The host should be heard.
I've learned to talk loud, Ron.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I'm just such a quiet, simple person that I have trouble doing that. But I mean, I think so. Some technical things. I would also love for one of RJ's family, who are all, at least 2 of them are artsy types. I would love for one of them to paint the logo.
That would be really
and we
cool,
have
actually.
that on the wall behind us, as opposed to the I guess modern art that's there right now. But I think that would be cool. Those would be my favorite, the things that popped into my mind. What about you, RJ?
I think we need to branch out on our questions, and maybe branch out on the format if we can. I had a thought that we could do some bits where we actually plan ahead, where you would say something and I would respond, and it would become together with the saying and the response together. It would become a joke.
I had a similar thought.
That's a cool idea.
And I think that's possible because this season, we had just started to get ahead of the schedule, and then RJ and his wife went on vacation, plus got COVID and extended the vacation and ate everything up. So from then on, we were really against the wall. We were really, so there wasn't time to do everything we wanted to do. And we're definitely planning ahead to prevent that kind of thing, so that we'll be way ahead and we have the time to do that, because I think that would be awesome. I think that would be great.
And yet I have to put out, whenever you're watching a show and it's like a talk show and you're like, oh, they planned this ahead of time, and it's just annoying. Any funny bits that were like between Ron and I, we were just making up. We had no planning whatsoever. And there's a spontaneity there that you get. But there's also a lot of times when you look back and you're like, well, we could have put something in there. Well, let's just cut that part.
Yes, and I will say on late night talk shows, they have a lot of scripted stuff that is awesome. And so we just should try not to suck for next season.
Yeah.
This season it's too late.
Obviously.
We should all watch Between Two Ferns again. You've watched Between Two Ferns? Yeah, we should watch that again.
Oh yeah, the show and the movie. Sure.
And just I've only seen the movie.
Oh.
Also
well, then you have a lot of work to do.
I don't have a lot of TV watching time, so.
Well, it's on the YouTube.
So do you think you guys will keep the same sections going forward into the next season? Or will you add or kind of change them up a little bit?
Well, next season, each episode's going to be, an hour and a half long. So we'll be adding 4 more segments.
Yeah. And we're going to have, each person is going to give a very long, very, very long reading from whatever book they've recently written. That'll be half an hour of just them. And going to talk a lot about dental health. Going to have some flossing tutorials.
Smart.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, do y'all have anything else you want to add? We have another special guest we're bringing in, so.
I don't have anything to add.
I don't have anything. Bring them on.
Yay! Everybody say hi to the Godfather and the behind our
Hello
Indie Mayhem craziness. Joe.
Hi, Joe.
That's true. If you're looking for somebody to blame for Indie Mayhem or Talking Indie Mayhem, it would be Joe.
Definitely. If you want to blame someone for anything.
Yeah, I mean, he makes the decisions. So
global warming, malnutrition.
I'll take it all. Yep, I'll take all the responsibility you want to blame. Here I was going to say some nice things about you all, and you just ruined it. Just totally Well, first off, I want to say,
hi.
Hi, Anita. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with the crew here earlier. I appreciate that. And I just want to say congratulations to Mr. David Green. I know he's sleeping right now. I can see it in the monitor.
He was responding, breaking the fourth wall. Oh,
I thought I saw your head dip, David, there. So I was like,
that was
that's just how he looks when he's on screen.
Yeah, I was deep in thought.
For the entire season was sleeping to victory.
Well, that's what
it only took you 3 tries to become a champion, so that's pretty good. Those are pretty good odds. And congratulations to Charity and Madilynn for being finalists as well. We really appreciated all your contributions. That was a really great episode. I'm very, very happy for all of you. Congratulations. And don't expect your prize packs anytime soon. But
oh, that's a great point.
As long as it doesn't have Velveeta in it.
Oh, I really want it to have Velveeta.
I know you do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to save, except for David, where we're going to spend like $1,000 to ship internationally Velveeta, Miracle Whip, and Spam, signed by RJ and I. And I assume that'll have to go through customs for several weeks, as they try to determine what is this.
It's okay. It's shelf stable.
Yeah, but next week we are going to start. Well, I'm going to start on assembling the prize packages. So, so please, everybody, hold your breath, waiting for the prize packages.
Yeah, just like that, Charity.
It's the I can already almost smell it. I just
All right. As soon as we are at least, let's see, at least two of us, as soon as at least two of us are rich, then I want to get everybody together so I can make you food with Spam, Velveeta, and Miracle Whip.
Okay.
And
Okay, so-
especially David, who has really no idea.
No idea at all. No. It'll be worth a
There you
trip.
go. Anita's got a great idea.
It would have
Well-
to be a
There you
scratch
go.
and sniff.
When they, well, that makes me
Sorry.
think that when your wife, RJ, when your wife or child paints a logo, they should include Spam and Velveeta and Miracle Whip. You know,
All right.
in the
All
All
right.
right,
like
guys. I'm
that.
gonna pop Charity, you and David back out. Okay. Thank
Thanks,
you again.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
finally, they're gone.
I just okay. Sorry, this is driving me crazy. All right. I that's fine. I don't care about that.
I'm getting
I'm not that OCD, but I just wanted to.
I did
Wow.
not.
I'm just kidding.
Wow. Stop. All right. All right, we're having fun with StreamYard, everybody.
Oh shit.
I just wanted to say to these three folks in particular, thank you. Thank you for this wonderful creation, for your time and effort and everything you've done here. This is, in all seriousness, I know this is supposed to be a funny show and I'm going to ruin it, but I just wanted to say thank you. You guys pulled it off. You got one season down, and we're very excited to announce that there will be a second season, everybody. You just have to be patient as we're going to take our time and put together a good production. And I'm going to set the bar high and say right now that season 2 is going to knock it out of the park, and can't wait. And I'm really, really, really proud of each and every one of you. And thank you for being a part of the Go Indie Now family and network. And thank you for bringing this to me and allowing us to show it here. We really do appreciate it. And congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful achievement and a great season.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Nice.
That seems very possible, I think.
I already have the hat, so
Yeah,
You do.
and I have a pitchfork.
which wasn't in the actual photo or painting.
No, but it really captures the sense of it. And I have a pitchfork with goat and chicken excrement on it that I would be happy to bring to your house, RJ.
Well, I'm thankful for you all letting me get to be on the show and have fun.
You were fantastic, Madilynn. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do have a question for you, for the two of you, and Madilynn can chime in if she wants. But I'm curious, what was your favorite question of the season? Cool. Let's do this. What was your favorite question and answer of the season?
I have one. It was from the previous semifinal, the Velveeta semifinal, with Charity, where I think it was the semifinal. It might have been, but when I said we were writing, directing, and starring in a pornographic film where two middle-aged guys think they're going to date young women and it's going to go great. And I think I said something like, and they reasonably assume that they're going to have, or they have, as expected, reasonable success with young ladies. And I asked for the title of the show, and Charity said Short Takes. And man, I lost it. That was a great answer, and I could hardly get the fucking question out because I was laughing so hard at my own question. But her answer was wonderful. So that was probably my favorite. How about you, RJ?
Well, interestingly enough, there's a theme here. My favorite question was when Ron asked, "Why are so many famous people sex monsters?"
Oh shit.
And Charity said, "Well, I think I speak for Francis here when I say he wants to be famous now."
That was great. Oh, that is a good one, RJ. Yeah,
That is
I like
good.
that. And that was
The
from her
one-
first episode.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was.
And
yeah,
she talks
yeah.
about being mean.
Yeah.
That was a good one. The one that stuck with me was the how to drown a rat question. Now, I don't know why, but that one has stuck with me, and I'm pretty sure it was Bob Magoo's answer with like holding it in his mouth. So,
He's a go-getter.
yes.
I think my favorite, if I can chime in, I think my favorite of the season was when you asked for the first time. This is not you've asked this question several times in the season, but when you asked for the first time about your significant other and Josh Pantelleresco was on, and he's like, I don't have a significant other. And that just spurred a set of questions that I think will burn in my brain forever.
he really went with it too, because I said, if you don't have a significant other, just sigh real loud and lower
Yeah,
your head. And he did it. He
Yes.
actually went ahead and did it, which
And
was
you already
great.
knew he was alone, right?
Just from meeting him, yeah. Although I also thought that about David Green, and I was wrong. So, but I'm like 50-50. I'm half right.
Yeah.
Although I was also wrong because I thought Charity would have managed to snag somebody, and
I think she did, and she mentioned an ex. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say it's probably his fault because she doesn't.
Because you're
seem
scared of her.
effective.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, this was a fantastic season, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For a first time go at it. I think it was, there was a lot of success here, and we're going to build on that, and I think it's going to be awesome. So,
Thank you for the opportunity. It was
Thank you,
very
Joe.
fun.
Yes.
And Madilynn and even Ron.
Yeah.
We got to use the other hand because he's down there in the corner. I still can't figure out. Yeah.
That looks so natural. You really nailed it. That's great.
That's why I put myself on top so I can just do this. So.
It works. I've got where I can point to this, but like trying to point to you guys, like.
Yeah.
Again, more fun with StreamYard tonight. All right.
Yes.
Love it. But yeah, I wanted to pop in here and say how proud I am of this show and how much it means to me and how much you guys mean to me. So thank you.
Thank you. It was wonderful. I very much enjoyed it. And I thank you to RJ for agreeing to be part of the show so we could use his high-speed internet. And thank you for Madilynn for
I'm
doing
glad
the
you
after show.
appreciate me for my.
I do.
Well,
You
I'm
have
very
the
thankful
best
for all
internet.
of you guys. But if you're watching this, make sure you like and subscribe. And remember, it's always time
To go indie now.